All right. What is up? Welcome, Nagy Nation. A little old-fashioned doubleheader here. Our one and only AFC wildcard matchup. Again, thanks to the messed up end of season schedule, no contest business, I couldn't actually match it. So this is the only AFC matchup that is intact based on our sim season. And it is the Chargers at the Jags. Big one. A couple young and talented quarterbacks, of course, Herbert and Trevor Lawrence for Jacksonville. Easy for me to say. Welcome in, Mitchell, and welcome in, Kit. Good to have you in. Let's get this one going. And yes, an old-fashioned doubleheader as we watched the pretty gross game between two quarterbacks, Daniel Jones and Kirk Cousins. And Kirk Cousins gave it away and actually potentially just straight up lost the game by taking a bad 20-yard sack to end the game. That did not even give them a chance to kick a field goal to tie and try to send it to overtime. So let's get this one going. The young Jacksonville Jaguars, feels like an eternity, 1 year removed from the Urban Meyer experience. Now Doug Peterson has them in the playoffs again. The winners of the really, really bad AFC South, but they got it done at 9-8. And here they are now hosting a home playoff game here with that man Justin Herbert set to play spoiler. Lots of swirling around about Brandon Staley maybe losing his job if they lose this game or if it's ugly. Which is pretty wild to me that they would move on so quickly from Staley. But I think maybe they think they're in the Sean Payton sweepstakes, so who knows. Herbert out of an empty set, he'll go left side. Oh, and I forgot to take Mike Williams out. I did just see that he actually did hurt his back, and he's not going to play. He would be out until the Super Bowl. So I do apologize for you purists. You will see Mike Williams up there. You'll see him. He's a superstar at the top of the screen, not the X Factor. That's Keenan Allen as this one goes to the left side to the tight end, Gerald Everett. And that should be near a first down for the Jags. Yeah, you're right, Kit. A big difference from Urban Meyer to Doug Peterson. And yeah, they got a lot of young talent. And again, they've been able to, they've overpaid for some, let's just be honest, they overpaid for Christian Kirk and Marvin Jones and Brandon Scherf and a couple of those guys, or maybe Brandon Scherf's on the Jags. Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about the Jags. Duh. Obviously Trevon Walker, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne now at the head of the pecking order as they got rid of James Robinson. So they're able to spend that money while Lawrence is on that rookie deal, and they have certainly done some more of that this year. The pop pass across the middle to Eckler, and he'll be ripped down by Josh Allen, one of those former first-round picks. The other Josh Allen, the pass-rushing Josh Allen, and he'll stop Eckler behind the line. Shotgun look here for Herbert, back to pass. Stepping up in the pocket, and now he'll take off to the 50, and he'll slide down at the 45. Why can't Watson do that? I think Justin Herbert just did it. Why won't Watson step up in the pocket and scramble for 4 yards? He's going to go deep right side. He's got a man, and it's knocked away. Good coverage late by the Jaguar defender. And now the Chargers will have to punt this one away, which is exactly what they will do. And this one's going to be angled out of bounds at the 19-yard line. That's where Trevor Lawrence, Sunshine, as we like to call him, because he looks like Sunshine, the character from movie Remember the Titans. 45 touchdowns, 4,900 yards in our sim season here. Again, with their forced wins. He's had a really good season. Really, the second half of the season, he just played very, very well, has Trevor Lawrence. He's going to start under center. Looks like a double tight end set to the left side. He'll take a three-step drop and shuffle further now to the right side. Now he'll run right away and then get hit right away by Joey Bosa. Welcome back, Joey Bosa. Just came back in. Hey, John, welcome in. Both Johns on tonight, Mitchell and Marshall. Good to have you on, gentlemen. Now Lawrence will step up and same thing. He'll run now. He'll get the first down, 30 to the 35 to the 40, and he'll take a hit and then go down. Khalil Mack chased him all the way down to the 43. And a big first down. So 2 dropbacks and 2 times where Trevor Lawrence stepped up in the pocket and just took the yards that were available, which is something we just wish that Trevor Lawrence would do, or Sean Watson would do for our team. Sebastian Joseph Day will get home for the sack. Sebastian Joseph Day, the former Los Angeles Ram, of course. Now he'll spin to the left side. Looks like he's going to tuck it away, break the tackle, break a second tackle, and he'll slide at the 38. So how about already 2 rushes? Thought he had 3. They were only crediting him for 2. But now it's a 3rd and 15. He's going to have to throw this one. Can't afford to run this. Now he'll fire off the back foot to the right side, deep and over everybody's head, including his target. That was Marvin Jones on the other end, and no dice for there. And they will go ahead and punt this one away here. Logan Cook to do the honors, and it'll be fair caught at the 19 by DeAndre Carter. And now onto the field. Here comes Herbert again. So both teams punt on their opening drive here. 10 minutes to go, first quarter. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you for Nagy on Sports. Kit joining in chat form as he is remote for work this week and not at his normal simming station. There's a first down catch for Keenan Allen over the middle for 14. Trips to the right side. Herbert out of a shotgun. They blitz somebody late. He feels it, goes easily over the middle, and there is Mike Williams. Again, I do apologize. I heard very late in the evening that he did actually break his back and will be out for like a minimum of 3 weeks. So the decision for Staley to play some of those starters in a meaningless game is the worst possible outcome, and they're going to lose Mike Williams for the whole playoffs. He could potentially be back for the Super Bowl. Nice run there by Eckler. 2nd and 4. They'll stretch it left side to him again. He'll try to spin his way around it, and he's not going to get very far. He'll get maybe a yard. No, they won't even credit him for that. 3rd and 4. Herbert in a shotgun. He's back to pass. He set up screen left side. He's got Eckler with a bevy of blockers in front of him, but he goes around him the wrong way. He had to go up the middle. Oh, he had to cut that back inside. Instead, he goes outside. Watch this replay here as he dumps it off. He's got the 3 blockers. He just needs to cut that thing in. You can see both of the Jaguar defenders go to the outside of the blockers. And unfortunately, Eckler runs right into them, and they will have to punt again. Hey, Chris G, welcome in. Happy Friday to you as well, as this one's going to go out of bounds at the 1. Wow, what a punt. Yeah, you're right. It is hard to see. Hard to see either of these teams. It definitely feels like Chiefs, Bills, and Bengals. And then everybody else. Ace formation from the 1 yard line. They'll give it up the middle to Etienne, and he's going to get the 2. His first touch of the day. Travis Etienne, of course, being reunited with his college quarterback, and Lawrence is just going to throw this one to the sideline. Caught right at the 8 and then out of bounds briefly is the catch to Travis Etienne. College teammates, of course, for those Clemson Tigers. Give it up the middle. No option. Keeper for Lawrence at the 10, 15, 20. Nearing the 25. Breaking tackles. Refusing to go down. Best player so far on offense is Trevor Lawrence with his legs now. 3 carries, 44 yards. Nice option keeper there. Welcome in, Wendell. And welcome in, Jonathan. Good to have you on. Surprised at the amount of running. A little play action. Zip it across the middle. That had some pace on it from Lawrence. Read that one very carefully. Just look at Tranquil. 49 went right over his head. I wonder what he was looking at there. Mike Williams has like a small stress fracture in his back. And he got hurt last week in the meaningless game where they didn't need to play any of the starters, but then Brandon Staley did, and they kind of looked really bad and lost, and then he got hurt, and he'll be out pretty much the whole playoffs. Maybe could come back for the Super Bowl, as Khalil Mack will get home for the sack. Already the 3rd sack of the game, again, as Lawrence has been running around like a crazy person in the backfield so far. He'll be back to pass again with 5 wide. Now he'll roll away. Now he'll throw off the back foot and into some space where no one's going to catch that one. Yeah, he is. He is absolutely risking that body. Again, we have injuries turned off, so he's not going to get hurt in this game, but he'll step up to the right side now, 25 to the 30. Now he'll run, and he'll slide to the 30. Yeah, Wendell, I saw that too. And then very quickly, Cleveland.com said, BS, his words were taken. We quoted him verbatim and backed it up with other players. So there is absolutely no way that these could have been taken out of context. It was like, oh, okay. And they clap right back. Whatever, he's just trying to get more money at his next job. Eckler left side, he'll stretch it for a nice gain of 7. He already has 30 yards in the ground. So sort of Eckler versus Lawrence on the ground right now. Still a 0-0 game, first quarter. Jags and Chargers. Up the middle now, Eckler, first down, spun around the 40 near the 45-yard line. And he's got a first down. Devin Lloyd, the rookie out of Utah. Man, Jonathan, I don't know. There's a lot of smoke in town here tonight in Columbus that maybe he is staying. He has not declared yet. He has until Monday to do so. They're talking about, I can't even imagine if they put together an NIL package to actually keep him, like you're talking $15 to $20 million if he's a top 8 pick. That's like the signing bonus money. So if the collectives really give the guy $15 million to come back and play another year, I mean, I feel like he's got some unfinished business. Again, he's never won the Big Ten. He's never beat Michigan. Maybe he really wants to win the Natty, and if they're going to give him $15 million in a car and a place to live, maybe he doesn't want to go play for the Texans. I don't know. Could be all kinds of things, but it is pretty wild that it hasn't happened yet. And next year's quarterback class is really deep. It'll be headlined by Caleb Williams, of course, but Quinn Ewers will be in that class. I mean, it's a deep class, deeper than this year's class, where it's him and Bryce, and then a big drop-off and everybody else. But hey, man, dude wants to come back and try to run it back with his brothers. I'm not going to say no. That would be wild. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was the paper, it was the paper itself that defended her reporting. It wasn't her per se, and like Daniel Lobby actually came out and talked about it as well. But so who knows what happened? No, Jonathan, you're right. Well, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see how Caleb Williams takes the next step as we go 0-0 here at the end of the first quarter. Everybody feels like Caleb Williams would be the first guy taken this year, but things happen. I mean, Spencer Rattler was supposed to be the top quarterback 2 years ago, and he's sucked the last 2 years. So, especially if USC can't buy a high-priced Biletnikoff receiver like they did for this year for him. So, and if their defense, and it's picked off to the right side, Michael Davis jumps the route and picks off Trevor Lawrence. We certainly know that she likes to stir the pot, and when I first read that, I was like, oh boy, here she is. But in this particular case, they were very, very quick to be like, a BS we did. We took your quotes verbatim. We asked you if it was okay on tape to print them, and you said yes. They talked to other players in the locker room who were standing there, so they even quoted like another player as saying like too clowny, like, you sure you want to say these things publicly, man? So in this particular case, it sounds like maybe it's not a her thing, it's a him thing, but we'll see. Stretch it left side with Eckler now with a little fresh set of downs to the 50, into the 45, into the 43. Well, yeah, I mean, and especially at the end of the year, God, their defense was terrible, Jonathan. USC's defense was terrible. So I don't know. They're going to score 1 million points, and he may win another Heisman, but so you never know. Crazy things happen. I still think he's like 6 foot too, right? 6'1", 6 foot also. 6'1", I don't know how tall he is, but he might be in that same. Is he too small for some people's likings? Caleb Williams, football quarterback. He's 6'1", so he's not Bryce Young small. He fits the over 6 foot metric, but obviously electric with his legs, and electric with the ball. But again, if CJ comes back, it's going to be because they're going to, try to continue to showcase him in the same way he scrambled around and extended the play in that Georgia game. Maybe we would see more of that, which maybe gets him up to the top. Wendell, you think Chargers Vikings in the Super Bowl, huh? Interesting choices. That would be, if you played that bet tonight, you'd make a lot of money on that parlay. Yes, exactly. Vegas would give you the bag. Turn around, give it up the middle to Eckler, and he'll get ripped to the ground. Right at the line. So still 0-0 here. 11 minutes to go, first half. Been a little slow starting for both teams. Eckler up the middle again. He's run hard so far in the game. 59 yards here in the first half. That's true. That's a good point, John. Back the end zone, and it's dropped by Gerald Everett, the tight end. Had it in his hands and dropped it. Here is the rookie kicker, Cameron Dicker, and the Texas product puts it up and puts it in. As Dicker, the kicker. Remember, he was on the Rams when we did our pre-draft sim. I remember. Ooh, Bengals 49ers. Classic Montana Esiason matchup with Brock Purdy and Joe Burrow. Be fun. Chris G wants the 49ers on the NFC side. I mean, that would be... It's going to be a battle. Those three teams, John, the Bengals, the Chiefs, and the Bills. I mean, those, you know, you're going to have to beat potentially two of them. I guess the Chiefs might just have... No, the Chiefs are going to have to beat both of them. You're going to have to beat both of them. The way that it's going to line up, you know what I mean? Like, one of those teams is going to have to beat the other two. And that's going to kind of how it be, how most likely how it turns out. Setting up screen, but it's going to have to eat it and take a sack at the 3 again. Sebastian Joseph Day right up the gut, and ATN just got kind of stuck on that D tackle and couldn't get around him, and Lawrence has to eat it, and it's now 3rd and 30. And Bosa is in the zone at the top of the line. He's coming hard around DeJuan Taylor. Watch out! Oh, he's actually able to complete it. What a throw. They'll get back up to the original line of scrimmage. That was actually a cool play. I thought for sure he was going to eat it for a safety. Christian Kirk is the receiver. Look at this throw from Lawrence. Where in the world? He was complete like a no-look pass because he was facing the wrong direction, and they're going to go ahead and punt, but that was a wild-looking play. Yeah, that's true. Kit's right. The Bengals have beaten the Chiefs like 3 straight times. Really nice punt. That's going to flip it from the 22 to the 27. And back into the Chargers' hands. They need just 3-0 here. So not a lot of fireworks with that earlier sim until the very end. And so far with this sim, it's been a little bit of a snoozer here, 3-0, which is good because we've had some good banter going in the chat. The game hasn't been that exciting. Now they'll screen it to Eckler left side, and he's chased down immediately by the D-line. 2nd and 7 with just 8 to play here in the first half. Herbert left side on the sideline, toe dapping, and he gets the first down. Got his receiver over there. That's Everett, the tight end. Herbert, nice throw, puts it high. Everett's got to go down. Ooh, I don't know if he got both feet in. And here's the challenge from Jacksonville. They saw it right when I saw it. They are tomorrow, Wendell, but that's it. I don't think they get any more home games after tomorrow because of the weird getting hosed thing. Chris G, I don't even remember. It was yesterday and I'm completely blanking out on it. Eckler again on the 3rd down. He's going to be 1 yard short. Yeah, just completely blanking out. The Seahawks won 15-13. That's what happened. The Seahawks won 15-13. It was also a pretty gross game. So far, all of the postseason games have been pretty gross. Well, ball's out. It's going to be scooped up by his teammate. I don't know. He may have been down, too. But that's a really lucky recovery there from the gunner. And Trevor Lawrence will keep. The neutral site game is the Bills-Chiefs. If the Bills-Chiefs end up in the AFC Championship, it'll be in Atlanta. And I think if the Bills play the Bengals, is that the one they coin toss to see where it's at? I can't remember. I can't remember. It's all so crazy. But I know if it's the Bills and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship, that they're playing that game in Atlanta in the neutral site. But I want to say that if it's the Bengals. Oh, thank you. Yes, that's what it was. Oh, Kirk to the right side. He's just barely pushed out of bounds at the 27. Otherwise, he would be in the end zone. Big throw on the run. Look at this heave. Look, you can't even see Kirk yet. He's not even in the screen. He runs into the picture. And he's just barely pushed out by the corner. Not quite able to turn it and take it upfield, but a big first down throw and catch from Lawrence to Kirk. Yes, thank you. John is right. The coin toss was about this game, when the Bengals are hosting the Ravens, if the Ravens had won last week. But as you can see there at the bottom of the screen, we couldn't match up those matchups correctly. So, like I said, if both the Dolphins and the Bengals win, or both the Bills and the Ravens win, we're going to be in trouble, because I'm going to have to completely go back to like week 18, and I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have to try to figure it out to get the right teams into the divisional round. Lawrence, quick throw left side, wide open. Evan Ingram, first time we've called his name. Another one of those high-priced free agents that you can afford to go get when you got a rookie on his rookie deal. Yes, exactly. John answered it perfectly. Because it's not fair to Buffalo, because if Buffalo had beaten the Bengals, then they would have tied, and then I think that the Bills would have had home field over the Chiefs. I don't know. It's like I said, it's all a thing. Who knew that just one game not counting would be such a big deal? But it has been a big deal. Patterson's kick is up, and it is good, and we have an old-fashioned 3-3 tie here at TIAA Bank Stadium. Hey, Daniel, welcome in. Yeah, and Daniel's a Chiefs fan, so giving you a little bit of that perspective. You're willing to give up the home field advantage for the bye and the #1 seed? Is that what you're saying? Keenan Allen will sling it across the middle up to the 42. Quick strike there from Herbert to Allen. Back to pass, rolling, and going down. Deshaun Dixon getting back there. He's Travon Walker's backup, checking into the game, and he's around the corner in a hurry. And a big sack there. 2nd and 17. 2:56 on the clock. Herbert, he'll give it to Eckler up the middle. He'll try the left side on the zone concept, and he's going to run right into that first overall pick, Travon Walker. And Walker's able to bring him to the ground. Third and 18. 2:20 and counting on that clock. They'll flip everybody, trips to the left side. Keenan Allen is in the zone. Quick little dump to the right side, and maybe, did they hit? They did. Look at him getting up off the ground. They absolutely late hitted him. Late hitted it in. They rough the passer there. That was a late hit from Travon Walker, so the rookie #1 overall pick gets himself in some trouble there, and that's going to give him 15 yards, a free first down, and they're going to get to run an extra play before the 2-minute warning. They go quick strike over the middle. Keenan Allen for 5, and now the 2-minute warning occurs here at TIA Bank Field here in lovely Jacksonville, Florida. 3-3 at the 2-minute warning. Defenses have been up to task. Just one turnover so far. Lawrence threw it to the Chargers. But again, just 3-3 so far here. Hey, I Love Football. Welcome in. Good to have you on tonight. Did you feed it? Maybe that's what I was looking at. You feed me, old man. Feed me. Back to pass. Herbert. Quick little throw left side. That's his outlet route. That's Josh Palmer, and he'll get elbowed out of bounds at the 22. Give him a gain of 7 now. 16 of 15. Or, sorry, 16 of 20. Gosh, easy for me to say. For Herbert, as he's completed a lot of short passes. There's a nice one again over the middle to to Eckler, rather. And it is a first and goal now for the Chargers. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, we knew a few weeks ago. That they weren't going to get in the wild card. Blitz coming over the middle, caught by Palmer, touchdown! So finally somebody is into the end zone, and it's Justin Herbert to Josh Palmer. They ran that crossing slant routes, and it was against the zone, so actually he and Allen were both pretty wide open. And that is a touchdown for the Chargers. They take the first non-field goal score of the game with just 58 seconds to go. 3 timeouts. We'll see how aggressive that Doug Peterson wants to be with Trevor Lawrence. Again, they will get the second half kick, will the Jaguars. So they don't have to be overly aggressive. But let's see how it goes. Oftentimes they'll try to run an attacking pass play on first down, and if they don't get it, then they start running. That's usually how Madden likes to do it. He'll step back into his shotgun, Etienne on his right hip. Lawrence back to pass. Zip it over the middle, caught, but it's very short, just a 5-yard gain, and they'll call timeout immediately. So they're going to try to go. That's right. The team out west. Lawrence firing right side into some traffic, but it's caught. Jones. That one's Zay Jones, I believe it is. Back to pass again. Lawrence zipping it over the middle. Caught by Kirk near the 50-yard line, but they've only got 1 timeout left, so they got to hurry. They go no huddle. Back to pass. He'll throw it, float it right side, and traffic tipped away and incomplete. So he tried to throw it right over the top to Zay Jones that time, and it's swatted away, and Staley likes the defensive effort. Yeah, I think it feels like it's an AFC's Super Bowl to win. Whoever survives that Bills, Chiefs, Bengals gauntlet, I feel like has the best chance. The Eagles maybe, the 49ers maybe. I think those are your only 2 realistic shots in the NFC. And that would mean a healthy Jalen Hurts, too, to make that happen. All right, they're going to call their last timeout with 6 seconds, and they're going to try Riley Patterson from 52 yards. Excuse me, sorry, that's not 52 yards. Doink! It was 57 yards, 2 yards past the 45, not the 40. And so, that's how it ends. Wendell, you think the NFC will win the Super Bowl? You think the 49ers or Eagles will beat the Chiefs or Bills or for Bengals. All right, 10-3, Lawrence and company back out. Phil Nagy on Sports, Kit Nagy joining in chat form as well. Appreciate you being on with us tonight. Thank you so much to our subscribers as well. You guys are the best. We really do appreciate it. All the continued support. 2nd and 4 after the first catch of the day for Marvin Jones. Now Lawrence, quick little slant, left side, first down catch. Zay Jones. Got Zay Jones and Marvin Jones. Now Lawrence 15 of 19 for a $180, so he's been pretty efficient with his completion percentage to start this game as well. Now just mere seconds into the second half. Lawrence, big arm, left side. Look at that arm strength right there as he fired that thing deep to the sideline, but it's just out of bounds and incomplete. Lawrence back to pass, rolling right. Bosa hits him as he throws, and it's almost picked off. It should have been picked off. Oh, he's going to want that one back. That was the safety Hallman, I think. We just dropped it now, 3rd and 10, and Lawrence checks it down short, and it's almost picked off. That would have been returned for a touchdown. Evan Ingram was the intended target there. Daniel, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, if you want to like the video, YouTube always appreciates that. Out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Nice punt again by Logan Cook. Cook able to drop this thing right on the sideline and bounce it out of bounds. Long field here for the Chargers, but they do have a 10-3 lead here. Let's see what halftime adjustments they have made. Herbert's going to start an empty from his own 7. 4-man rush coming. Short to the right side, that's Palmer, complete to the 15-yard line for a 9-yard gain. 2nd and a long 1. Back to pass, Herbert moving right at the end zone, and now he'll chuck it out of bounds. So it's outside the tackle box. So I didn't see any receivers in the vicinity now. 3rd and 1. 10-3, they go heavy with a couple of tight ends. 3 of them to be exact. They'll pull a guard across the middle, and they're not going to get it. Eckler tried the middle, and he was ripped down there. Fatukasi was there. Robertson Harris was there. Devon Hamilton was there. Go Bucks. And a big stop. Oh, John, I think the Bengals are going to slaughter them. The Ravens are going to have their 3rd-string quarterback again. I don't think even Hundley's going to play. I think they're going to destroy them. You can see Brandon Allen in the second half. It'll be that bad, I think. I know, Wendell. Long suffering. We'll get it someday. Just one before I die, right? That's the motto. Lawrence firing right side as they were stacked up 2 by 2, but he was out of bounds. His receiver was out of bounds, rather. Yeah, I mean, if Burrow throws a bunch of picks or something and keeps them in the game, I mean, there's always crazy things that can happen. No game is truly ever unwinnable in the NFL for a certain team, but I just think the Bengals are mad. They're playing with some attitude. They want to show everybody that give us a no contest, take away our potential home games. I think they're just going to play with a chip on their shoulder, and I just think they're better. The Ravens defense is good. They're very good. But Anthony Brown, who's like a moderately okay quarterback for Oregon, is their quarterback. Because I don't know if Huntley's going to play. No, it was Tannehill. Remember, Tannehill threw all those picks in the game that the Bengals had no business winning when they beat the Titans last year. Ryan Tannehill threw like 3 picks in that game. Now, Burrow has thrown multiple picks in some of our sims, especially against the Browns. I don't know if you saw that interview where he said he hates playing against Denzel Ward. Up the middle to Eckler. He's fighting his way, breaking a tackle. Nice way run. Makes it a 3rd and manageable. Pressure coming, big blitz coming. He finds his man, and he's got the. I don't know if he's got the first down. They're going to give him a bad spot. He tried to spin his back to the line. Devin Lloyd made the tackle there, the rookie out of Utah, but I don't. You can't go for it on your own 14, right? That's crazy. I would. Yeah, I will. Am I hoping? I would like to see the Bengals beat the Eagles, only because I got a few shekels on the Bengals because their odds are very good. A few shekels here on the Bengals. I would get a nice little payday if they won at this juncture because their value is crazy. They're still like plus 800, which is crazy to me. The Chiefs and the Bills are like 300 and 350. Chiefs Eagles, that'd be a fun Super Bowl. Could be a lot of fireworks in that Super Bowl. From Mahomes and his weapons, and then Hurts and his weapons. Both teams have solid defensive lines. A little handoff to the left side to Etienne, and he'll pick up just a couple. 3rd and 4. Back to pass, Lawrence. Nice pickup on the blitz of Etienne. He'll pick him up right to the line, and again a bad spot. Wow. No first down achieved. Yeah. Well, and I think some of them are hurt too, right? There's an Awuzie hurt for the Bengals as well, so yeah, you're right. They don't need their corners to play well against Baltimore, but they are sure as heck going to need them to play well against Buffalo and Kansas City. Herbert hands to Eckler as they continue to nurse this 10-3 lead. 7:40 to go, 3rd quarter here. From his own 21-yard line, Herbert standing in a shotgun. Gets the snap from Corey Linsley. Go Bucks. Across the middle. Whoa, look at him come back to the football. That's Mike Williams again. He's not supposed to be in this game. Fortunately, he has not really impacted it much so far. They'll go 13 personnel again. 3 tight ends in there to block. They'll go Eckler middle, first down to the 35 and more to the 36. Nice run, Austin Eckler. They'll pick up 6 in the first down. Devon Hamilton, go Bucks. On the stop. Yeah. It'll be fun to see Josh Allen get a ring. Oh, well, okay with that. Again, I feel like you have to assume that the Bills have, they have the emotional edge, right? The play, do it for DeMar kind of stuff. That their team's got a lot of extra juice as he tries to go high to Keenan Allen. It's swatted away now, 3rd and 10. They certainly have that little extra emotional influence. Herbert rolling, firing back across the middle. Did he get hit again? Did they late hit him again? Oh, they did. Roughing the passer late. Oh, Travon Walker, it's the 2nd time he's done it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Double tight ends to the left side. Eckler up the middle. And he'll run into those. What color is that? Dark teal? Not sure what that Jaguar bluish color is called. Maybe they call it Jaguar blue. Who knows? Yeah, Daniel, it's kind of like that or the field in my opinion either. Zip it across the middle. There's Williams again. That one's a little bigger strike to the 30. Herbert now 23 of 31 for $177. And a first down under 5 minutes, 3rd quarter here. Chargers driving again. They lead 10-3. A little wham concept here up the middle, and they are not worried about it at all. Right in there, there's Devon Hamilton, defensive tackle. He was in there in a hurry. I did see right before we went live, the Browns are going to interview the Eagles passing game coordinator for their spot. I'm blanking on his name now off the top of my head, but I did see that he's another one that they will interview for the position of defensive coordinator. Zip it left side, first down and more, 20 to the 15. That's Gerald Everett, the tight end. And Everett's got his 4th catch of the day, and they're up to the 15-yard line now. A chance to really break this lead open here now, nursing 10-3. Can they go 17-3 here? That would be a big step, especially because the Jaguars can't seem to find the end zone. Another good tackle there for the rookie middle linebacker, Devin Lloyd, out of Utah. Zip it again across the middle. That was going to be Keenan Allen for a short gain, give him 5 yards, 3rd and 7. 7th catch of the afternoon for Keenan Allen. Back to pass again. Blitz coming from Lloyd, right side, on the sideline. And they'll say that he caught it, but then he stepped immediately out of bounds. And so Cameron Dicker checks into the game to attempt to extend the lead to 10, which he is able to do. Kick is up and kick is good for Dicker. Out of the hold of the venerable Chase Daniel. Kind of like Chad Henne, right? Like one of those like very long veteran backups who you hope never have to play, but if they did, you wouldn't think it's the worst idea. Sorry, you caught me in the middle of a yawn. 13-3 now. 16:20 left in this game. Lawrence, pressure from the backside, felt it, got rid of it to Kirk, 1st down to the 35-yard line. But they got to score some points now, down 2 scores here. Really nice block there. You saw Khalil Mack got around there. Etienne did a nice job of chipping him, cutting him down there at the line, or in the backfield rather, to give just enough time for Lawrence to deliver that football. Hey, Sean, welcome in. Yeah, oh yeah, that was a crazy QB sneak in that game. What could have been, man. Browns fans still reeling from that dirty Dan Sorensen hit that didn't get called, and then yeah, the Chad Henne scramble for 13 or whatever that the Browns couldn't stop. I'm not sure if Kit's on. He may have had to pop off. I think this is about the time that he puts his daughter to bed. So he may have snuck off for a minute. He may come back, though. It sure was, John. That was against the Browns in that playoff game. All right, so they're going to have to punt. 13-3 now, 14:48 in the game. Another score here for the Chargers probably ends it. So let's see if they make that happen here. Just a 3-man rush. Herbert with lots of time, shuffling, now firing left side open, wide open, 45 to the 50. Keenan Allen into, Austin Eckler, who was out there in the patterns. They went 5 wide, and Eckler with a wide open catch here. You saw them. Look at all those Jaguars guarding nothing, and all of those wide open Chargers. That was that 3-man rush with a big zone behind it. And the Jaguars did not play their best. Yeah, John, that was the game after. So 2 years ago, they beat the Steelers in week 17, or week 18, to get into the playoffs. Then they play the Steelers again in the first round of the playoffs. And if you remember, that was the game where Stefanski had COVID, and he had to watch it from his basement. And Mike Prefer coached the Browns. And remember, the very first snap of the game went over Big Ben's head and into the end zone, and the Browns recovered it for a touchdown. They scored like 28 points in the first quarter. It was 28-0. And they ended up winning that game like 48-37 or something like that. So that was like their first playoff win since they came back, I think. And then the next week they went to Kansas City, and it was a really good game, and they played them pretty well. And then, yeah, there was that touchdown pass to Rashard Higgins, and then he got speared in the head by Dirty Dan, and he fumbled the ball into the end zone, which was a touchback, and they gave it to the Chiefs. And then they had that was the one where, was it we were trying to do a game-winning comeback, and Baker threw an interception to Harrison Bryant? Or am I getting the next year when they, because I think they played them then the first game of the next season as well. I think maybe they did. Anyway, I'm starting to get my Chiefs games mixed up. But anyway, it was definitely the game with Dirty Dan hitting Rashard Higgins. But then they had like a 3rd and 15, and it was like, okay, we'll just give one more chance to come back. And then Chad Henne scrambled for like 14.5 yards, and then on 4th and 1, they ran like a jet sweep to Tyreek Hill, and they got the first down, and we did not get the ball back. No, that playoff game was Big Ben's last game. I think. Or no, he came back for one more year. He came back. He played last year. It was not his last game. Christian Kirk's had a nice game, 9 for 130, but it doesn't matter if they can't get themselves into the end zone. Back to pass. Zip it right side. He's got Ingram out of bounds, but just a short gain, 5 yards. Got to go in bigger chunks. 22 completions, just 229 through the air. He's not pushing the ball downfield a lot. And he also hasn't run a lot since that first quarter. Zip it right into traffic. Michael Davis was right on the back of Etienne. Just a short gain, 3rd and 5. Lawrence right side there. He found a little spot in the zone there, and that's going to be Zay Jones in front of the cornerback Gilman there. Nice play. Zay Jones with his 4th catch. 9 minutes, Bryce Callahan on the tackle. 9 minutes on the clock, and there's a throw to Marvin Jones on the dig route from the left side to the 21 for a first down. Jags. Just what they need. They gotta punch one into the end zone here. Gotta. Double tight ends left side. They'll run behind it with that Etienne. He's going to run right into Austin Johnson, the D lineman, and throw into the ground. Back to pass. Quickly thrown across the middle. He's got his man. That's Chris Manhertz, the 2nd tight end, but Manhertz only able to get a yard, and it's now 3rd and 9. They gotta go. 7:24 to go. 3-step drop. Lawrence over the middle slam. Broken tackle, and then Tranquil almost took his head off. That's Callahan on coverage again. Former Bronco right there, and I thought Tranquil was going to absolutely decapitate him. Let's see what the Jaguars off to do. They're going to take the 3 here. Okay, so Doug Peterson's going to take the 3 with 6:55. Now that brings it down to a 7-point lead for the Jaguars. So they are still, for the Chargers. So they're still in the game for the Jags, but they've got to get a stop now. The clock is not their friend, and they can't let the Chargers score them up once. No big deal, right? Duval, which I believe is the county, right? Duval County, that's where the Jacksonville is in Duval County. So I'm not sure why Duval is a thing, but I love football. I do not know how many times they have been in the playoffs. Back to pass, Herbert. Quick little dig across the middle, and he's got his man Everett, and out of bounds, 7-yard gain, but the clock, she runs. Give it up, nope, option keeper for Herbert, and he's going to run right into the middle and get ripped to the ground by Olakun, the D tackle, Fatukasi rather. And 3rd and 1 comes for Eckler to easily achieve. Tick, 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 as they help drain this clock 28 times, Daniel. Whew. That's wild. Blitz coming, he misses it, and then he's going to throw him to the ground. Travon Walker. This time he's able to hit him without throwing the ball first and not drawing a penalty. And you can see they ran play action, and Walker was like, I give zero stuff about your handoff attempt. I'm coming right for the quarterback, and he did so. Travon Walker. Shotgun look. Now they'll give it up to middle. Eckler. He'll try the right side. Jenkins throws him off of him, but then he'll get taken down again by a teammate. 3rd and 18. Hey, Rick, welcome on. No worries. It is a little late. Wanted to get this one in. Now we've just got the one Cowboys-Buccaneers game left, which we will do hopefully sometime tomorrow. And then we'll have all of the playoff games, at least that we have the ability to do, get done before. Again, not going to be able to do the Bengals or the Bills games because their opponents are wrong. From the 20, trying to the 25, plus both of them are probably going to be pretty gross games against third-string quarterbacks. So Lawrence, he's got a chance. They've got 3:24. He's got 3 timeouts. They've got to put themselves into the end zone. Is the comeback kid in him? We'll find out. Lawrence will step up in the pocket and now throw it away to the left side. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Lawrence stands in a shotgun. They've only run the ball 12 times here, and ETN has not been super sharp. Deep down the middle. Caught down the seam. What a throw to Marvin Jones. He threw a seed right on down the right hash. What a beautiful throw from Trevor Lawrence. Look at him just run this 9 route right down the hash. Saw the safety turn his back. And Lawrence threw a beautiful pass. Derwin James, he's a big thumper, but he's not the best one-on-one cover man. And he gets beat all the way down to the 20-yard line. Big throw there. And yes, we have a game, Daniel. Delayed handoff to the left side, and this time they are waiting for ETN, and he'll lose a couple yards now. 9 carries for 6 yards. He's been way more effective in the passing game as Nasir Adderley got up there for the tackle. 2nd and 15, all 3 timeouts. They've got to score. Blitz from the right side. Ooh, that was almost picked. Ended up being dropped by Zay Jones, but that's one of those ones we've seen. How many times the cornerback jump that route and take it to the house? We've seen it too many times. Back to pass Lawrence. It's a 3rd and 12. He'll dump it short to ETN. They'll try to get half of it, and you've got to go here. You can't kick a field goal here. 4th and 6 as they dumped it off to ETN, and now we're going to get the 2-minute warning. They'll get to think about it here for a minute. A foggy evening. TIA Bank. Excuse me. It's almost past my bedtime. On a school day, at least. Meaning I woke up for school at 6 this morning. Back to pass Lawrence. Spinning in the pocket, it'll go down, and that's it. They still have 3 timeouts, but Morgan Fox gets in there. And now, with 1:56 and 3 timeouts, a 1st down ends the game. They'll run it Eckler up the middle into a bevy of blue-ish jerseys. And they'll call their 1st timeout. You cannot take a sack. You've got to at least throw the ball up and give your team a chance there. High formation behind Xander Horvath, and there's the 1st down in the game. The Chargers will survive and advance. They'll head to Kansas City if this is the outcome. Regardless, the winner of this game would head to Kansas City. Again, assuming that the Bengals and Bills take care of business. But this one is OVA. OVA. Eckler will be ripped down. Unfortunately, it's one play too late. And so now, 1:42 on the clock. 3rd down will start with a minute. 4th down will start with 20 seconds. So if they stop them, I suppose there's a chance they'll get the football back with about 15 seconds. 3rd and 7 now. Herbert, they're going to throw, and he got a 1st down, and then that's definitely it. That is the last nail in the final coffin. Toss the dirt back on, bury the grave. The Jacksonville Jaguars have lost this football game. So Lawrence with a chance to be a hero, lead that touchdown game-winning drive, or game-tying drive, or game-winning, I suppose, if they tried to go for 2. And it was not meant to be. They'll stall out. So Herbert and the Chargers going to the AFC divisional playoffs, at least in our sim. So we've got 3 sims down for the weekend, 1 more to go. Again, the Cowboys and Buccaneers will be the final sim of this weekend. Again, I cannot do the Bengals and Bills ones because they're all messed up. I apologize. 29 of 41 for 324 for Trevor Lawrence today. It into the end zone. Etienne just 9 carries for 6 yards. Lawrence had 48 carries. Broke 5 tackles in the process. Christian Kirk 9 for a $130 today. 6 for Etienne, 5 for Ingram on the receiving end of things. How about 17 tackles for the rookie Devin Lloyd? Olakun added another 10. Sacks today, 1 for Deshaun Dixon and 1 for Trevon Walker. And for the Chargers, Herbert, 30 of 39 for 257. He completed 30 passes, and they only went 257 yards. That is a lot of short throws. 1 touchdown, no turnovers. How about Austin Eckler, 30 carries, 108 yards. 9 for 73 for Keenan Allen, 7 for Eckler, 5 for Everett, 4 for Palmer, including the touchdown. 10 tackles. Leading was the slot corner Michael Davis. There's Drew Tranquil right behind him. 2.5 sacks for Joseph Day, 1 for 2.5 for Joey Bosa, 1 for Morgan Fox, and 1 for Khalil Mack. So their D-line did what they paid them to do, which was get after Trevor Lawrence, and we did that. So, again, appreciate everybody being on. You guys are the best. We really do appreciate all of our subscribers. If you haven't had a chance yet to sub the channel, we'd really appreciate that as we continue to push towards 1,000 and let YouTube put us on the payroll. Again, you can also check out our Discord channel. There's a link in the invite to the Discord channel in the description of this or any of our other videos. Just click that and join us. You'll always find out in advance of when we sim and other fun things like chatting as well. So, as you can see, here's the issue with our seeding based on the no contest that I was not allowed to administer. So, Chargers will get this one done. We will continue and finish the playoffs with that Buccaneer and Cowboy game later this weekend. Hopefully you can join me then. Appreciate everybody being on. Have a great rest of your night. Today we will say go Chargers. And as always, go Browns.